First off, I'd like to welcome everybody to the 2025 Easternview High School Fall Sports Awards Ceremony. We're very grateful to have you all here tonight as we recognize the dedication, growth, and accomplishments of our student athletes and teams from this fall season. The ceremony is always a special moment in our school year. It's a chance to not only celebrate the athletic achievements of our student athletes, but also the hard work and commitment that take place behind the scenes. Before we begin, I'd like to offer a few thank yous. First to our Easternview administrative team for all of their support for our athletes in the building on a day-to-day basis. We'd also like to thank our Culpeper County Public Schools Central Office staff, our school board members, and our Board of Supervisors for their continued investment in our programs, facilities, and students. We'd like to take a moment to thank our environmental services team, our custodial staff, our transportation personnel, our event workers, my two assistant ADs, Andrea Solon and Nick Rizzo, our athletic trainer, Adam Lucas, all of our coaches, and all of those who are working tirelessly behind the scenes to make events like tonight possible, as well as the season that we just had. Those efforts ensure that our games, practices, and events run safely, smoothly, and we are grateful for all of the work that you guys have put in to make this season possible. Another special thank you goes to the parents and families that make up our community, not only for your encouragement and presence in your child's lives, but for your help in operating our concession stands, supporting our programs. The time and energy that you guys invest in us directly supports our teams. It helps to enhance the experience for our community, for our school. It also helps to build on the mission of our athletic boosters. This year, their generosity reached a new milestone in donating nearly $20,000 to our athletic department to help reestablish our 4-year uniform cycle. Because of this support, every program at Easternview will once again get back on track to receive new uniforms on a consistent schedule, something that means a great deal to our athletes, coaches, and community, and their support goes a really long way in helping a lot of the projects that we take on. Fall sports at Easternview are built on perseverance, late nights demanding practices, long bus rides, and a willingness that our students bring to work and improve every day. Throughout the season, our athletes competed with heart, pride, and sportsmanship. They represented our school with distinction on every field, course, court, mat that they competed on. Tonight, we're not only here to celebrate the wins, a few school records, accomplishments, but also the leadership, teamwork, resilience, and character that our athletes and coaches displayed throughout the year. Each student on every program recognized has contributed something meaningful to the program, to the spirit of our school and what we do. Thank you again for being here tonight. Thank you for your continued support of Easternview Athletics. It's going to show our itinerary here on the slide. We're going to start off by recognizing our all-district award recipients across our various sports. I'm going to invite all of the athletes to come up here so we can get a group picture of everybody that we're recognizing. After that, we'll clear the stage. We'll recognize all of our all-region recipients. At this point in time, none of the all-state voting has taken place, so we will not recognize those yet, but we will share them on social media when and if we get any recognitions in that regard. After that, we're going to bring up all of our program head coaches to discuss their Cyclone Award winners for the season, get a picture of them and their coaches, and then we'll bring up all of the Cyclone Group Award winners at the end to get a picture of all of them, and from there we'll break out to your individual teams, rooms to get your monogram awards, your pens, all of that good stuff. So, first up, we'll recognize our Battlefield District award winners. On the next slide. The first one we'll recognize earned 5th place in the Battlefield District cross-country races. That is Lucas Lyle. We have the Defensive Player of the Year for the 5th consecutive year being an Easternview football player. That's Hayden Lovelace. And you can come up as you're named. We had in football, the first team recognizee for kicking is Beckett Capolini. In football, the second team defensive back was Brock Gray. The second team running back for football was Devin White. An honorable mention punter was Hayden Lovelace. I'll go team by team. An honorable mention wide receiver was Makai Williams. The honorable mention offensive all-purpose player was Tyler Caperton. And that concludes our football and cross-country recognizees. Just give me a moment. For competition cheer, selected to the first team, we have Greer Lee. Also selected to the first team, we have Brooklyn Robinson. Samantha Funk, also selected to the first team. Isabel Brown, selected to the first team. Selected to the second team for competition cheer, Malaysia Ravino. And that concludes our competition cheer selections. Selected to the second team for volleyball, we had Ella Solyada. Also selected to the second team, we have Olivia Denham. And an honorable mention, volleyball player Lily Stifler. For field hockey, we have a first team selection, Kaylin Rendell. A first team selection, Vera Vasuna. A second team selection, Rose Duff. A second team selection, Melina Fancher. An honorable mention selection, Kimberly Mihelich. An honorable mention selection, Marissa Kukowski. And an honorable mention selection, Lena Abed. All right, you're good. You're good. Thank you, guys. I'll call a few of you back up in a moment for all region. A few of our sports have not yet released all region results, so we'll read those that are in so far, which I believe is field hockey and cheer only at this point. For field hockey, selected to the first team, all region 4C, Kaylin Rendell. Long time no see. Selected to the first team for field hockey, Vera Vasuna. Selected to the second team for field hockey, Melina Fancher. Selected to the second team for field hockey, Rose Duff. Selected to the second team for field hockey, Kimberly Mihelich. Selected to the second team for field hockey, Tenley Rendell. Congratulations. Selected to the first team for competition cheer, Greer Lee. Selected to the second team for competition cheer, Samantha Funk. Thanks. And selected to the second team for competition cheer, Bailey Inamorado. Once again, these are our 2025 all-region recognizees for fall 2025. Thank you, ladies. Cool. At this time, we're going to start bringing up our head coaches to speak on their season, give us a brief summary, and then recognize their Cyclone Award winners. Our first team representative will be cheerleading. Speaking tonight for them is Miss Kaylee Keene.
Our fall cheer team had such an unforgettable season, from earning second place at districts to building the kind of friendships that feel like family. This team showed heart, dedication, and much spirit. Our fun team bonding moments made every practice and game something to look forward to, and of course, nothing beats our after-game Wawa stops. I'm so proud of the energy, the growth, and the memories we made together. Our most valuable player of the year. This athlete stepped up every single time we needed her. She showed up to every practice, learned every person's part of the routine, and was always prepared. More than once, she was asked, sometimes less than a day before we performed, to take on a new role, and she rose to the challenge without hesitation. Her dedication, reliability, and heart made a lasting impact on our team. This athlete is Sarah Wortman. Our Rookie of the Year for the competition season joined us last winter and was one of the quietest on the team. We convinced her to take a chance and join our competition team, and since then we watched her grow not only as an athlete, but also as a person. She has come out of her shell so much, gaining confidence and showing us all what she's truly capable of. This award goes to Ashlyn Settle. Our most dedicated for the sideline season. This athlete has been part of our cheer program for her entire high school career. She experienced it all: JV sideline, serving as an alternate on the competition team, and now earning her place on the varsity and competition team. Over the years, she has gone above and beyond, showing her true passion for cheerleading. Through her hard work, loyalty, and commitment, her dedication has never wavered, and it shows in everything she does. Brooklyn Robinson. Our Coaches Award for the sideline team goes to a freshman who has impressed us from day one. She showed up from the end of last year as an 8th grader, throughout the summer, and now on our competition and varsity sideline team. She shows up with a positive attitude, works hard, and is always willing to learn. Despite being new to high school cheer, she quickly proved herself to be reliable, dedicated, and a true team player. Her enthusiasm and commitment set the tone for others, and she represented everything I value as a coach. Malaysia Ravenel.
Our next team is cross country. Speaking tonight for them is Coach Brent Hartle.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, first of all, Coach Pickett, Coach Rizzo, administration, everyone else, for helping make this season as smooth as possible. This being my first with the cross country program. I've spent the last entirety of my life with football, and making this transition to cross country is a huge jump for me, but with a group of young men and women that I'm not unfamiliar with. The last 10 years here at Eastern View, I've coached track and field as well, and it's a very similar group, a lot of that core group that is with the cross country program as well. So I would like to thank them for welcoming me to the program with open arms, and trusting me to lead them in the right direction. As one of the few co-ed sports, we are going to start with the ladies awards tonight first. First one is our girls MVP. This is a young lady who we have seen grow up over the years. That is one of our consistent stalwarts throughout our program, both cross country and track and field. Has consistently grown not just in her leadership capabilities, but also seeing her times drop as the season has gone on. This is someone who is not necessarily the most vocal leader, but certainly will lead by example and make sure others are following in her path and doing all the little things right. So our girls MVP for cross country is Selah Altman. Then for our girls most improved, this is a young lady who also spans the course of the cross-country track and field world with us. Always has a smile on her face, always a joy to have at practice, even if she is absolutely hating the workouts behind that smile, but conquers everything fearlessly. Is always one to brighten your day, and as another one that has consistently seen her times drop and her performances improve throughout the years, throughout the season, as that is going to Alzara Sadeh. Now for the Gentlemen's Awards. We'll start with this one. Okay. For our boys MVP, this is a young man who was certainly plagued by some personal struggles throughout the season, but throughout the entirety of it, cross country, track, he is a stalwart in that leadership category, as one to constantly lead by example, but also one that is making sure that his teammates are on the right path. Drills start on time, warm-up start on time, everyone gets their laps, everyone gets their reps, no questions asked. He is an extension of Coach Kilby and myself, regardless of where they are in the course, and is one that we can trust to do everything right the first time, every time, regardless of what his marks show. Our MVP for the boys team is Lincoln Stewart. All right, now for our most improved. This young man is one who has grown significantly from that 8th grade, 9th grade year. This is a young man who always finds his way back into the right category, back to where he needs to be, even if he gets a little lost along the way. This is a young man who also has shown an incredible personal growth along this journey. And the catch to it is actually two that are attached at the hip. So we have co-most improved with Liam Morgan and Miles Hoover.
Our next program is field hockey. Speaking tonight, Coach Shu.
Hello, I'm Liz Schumacher. I'm the girls field hockey coach. Before I start, I just really want to thank Mr. Pickett. It's been great working with him this year. It's just been so easy coaching. If we needed anything, same with the assistant athletic directors, Mr. Rizzo and Ms. Solon. It was a great season. It just kind of went just smooth, and it was just really nice working with everybody. The next thing I want to thank really quick is my coaches, Coach Montag and Coach Emma. Both of them, Coach Montag was new to our staff this year, and it was just easy to work with her as well, and just brought a lot to our program. This year for varsity, we ended up 12-5. We ended up being third in the district and second in our region. We ended up having 87 goals scored, which is amazing compared to last year. We only had 30. But this year was just a very successful season for us. We had some ups and downs. We had a lot of injuries. The girls definitely pushed through, changed positions, worked hard throughout the season. And, you know, as you saw, we had a lot of accomplishments in our district and region as well. Some other stats, our goals this year, Kaylin Rundell ended up with 24 goals this season. Melina Fancher ended up with 20 goals. Isabella Guido ended up with 12, and Vera Vasuna with 11. Our top assists for this year was 19 for Vera Vasuna, 12 for Kaylin Rundell, 8 for Melina, and 6 for Lena Abed. My first award is going to a player that has been with EV Hockey since her 8th grade year. From the start, you could tell that she was going to be an impact player, and especially this year, she was an impact player. She could read the field really well. She was skilled with stick skills and hits. She was everywhere this season just because we had a lot of injuries, and she just kind of played where she needed to play. If she had to take hits out or play a mid for a little bit, she did it. And she never slowed down. She would jog off the field and jog back on the field when she had to go out after a timeout. But she ended her season with 24 goals and 12 assists. Total, her career goals, she ended up with 52 throughout her 4 years. She ended up with first team district forward and first team all region. And she will definitely be missed next year, but it'll be exciting to watch her in softball in this coming spring, and it is Kaylin Rendell. Oh, I see. My next award, these are co-player of the years, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to say that. The next person has also played for 5 years at Eastern View and 4 years on varsity. Her older sister played hockey for us, so she's been around a really long time. So she will definitely be missed, and her family, just because she's been around for at least, I think, 8 years. The last 2 years, really, she stepped into the leadership role on our field, and you could really tell. She just picked it up. She helped teammates around her. She was confident in her ability to move the ball and create opportunities for her teammates. As you see with her stats, she ended up with 19 assists and 11 goals. She set up our team for success, and she will definitely be missed this year. Unfortunately, her end of her career at field hockey, she did get hurt, but she was there every day, you know, helping her team, talking to her team. But another interesting fact, between her freshman and junior year, she only had 11 assists altogether, and this year she ended up with 19 total, so that's pretty cool. She ended up being first team all region and first team all district for mid, and is Vera Vasuna.
Our next program is football, led by Coach Don Joy.
Good evening. I'd like to first start by thanking the admin for all your support this year. It's been very beneficial. To talk a little bit about the team, I had some time on my hands today, so I figured up our average age for the varsity squad. We averaged 15 and a half years old this year as a varsity team. We had to bring up some freshmen, some sophomores up to play with us due to injuries and some players stepping away from the team. And we were pretty young playing against 18-year-olds with teams that had 20-plus seniors, and we had 5. 8 of the teams we played this year qualified for playoffs. 3 of those teams are still playing this week. We are the definition of rebuilding this year, and we look forward to the young future we have. For our first award tonight, I'm going to start with our offensive MVP. This young man he became a captain midway through the season when one of our seniors stepped away from the team. We'll make it easy. He was our quarterback. He passed 79 times, or completed 79 passes out of 154 throws for 946 yards and 3 touchdowns at a 12.1 yard average per throw. He rushed 126 times for 849 yards and 14 touchdowns for a 6.7 yards per carry. That young man is a sophomore. We're excited to see him back next year. That would be Tyler Caperton. Okay. Our defensive MVP was a transfer player to us this year. We were very pleased to have him. During the Battlefield District meeting last week, when his name came up as a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, every team voted for him with the exception of the 2 teams that nominated guys against him, which the other teams all asked him why they even nominated anybody, but it is what it is. It is our our defensive MVP with 105 tackles this year, 57 solo, 48 assists, and 31 tackles for a loss. He had 11 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, blocked 7 extra points and punts, 1 he recovered for a 15-yard touchdown, and had a safety. Our defensive MVP is Hayden Lovelace.
Our next program is golf, led by Coach Patrick Thornhill.
Good evening. I've had the opportunity to coach some amazing young golfers. I want to thank everyone at Eastern View, Country Club of Culpeper, parents, players, Dr. Bob, Coach Pickett, for allowing me to do so. I also want to thank my 2 assistant coaches, Coach Jenkins and Coach Kane, who were big help this year, of course all the other years as well too. To start the season, we were inexperienced with only 2 of our top 4 golfers returning. Our goal was to work hard every practice and to always be better at the end of the season. Our team accepted my challenge and were able to lower their scores by the end of the season. With our youth, we expect our players to continue to develop and fuel the passion of golf on to next season. We finished 5th in the Battlefield District Tournament, and at regionals, we had 2 of our top 2 golfers qualify for day 2 of regionals. Both shot respectful numbers, and we'll use that experience to help them get ready for next season, this off season into next season. That brings us to our awards tonight. The most valuable golfer goes to a golfer based on their performance and leadership. These golfers compete at a high level, encourage teammates, and also are great teachers of the game. I would like to have Jackson Castro and Gavin Kane please both come up. They are both receiving our most valuable golfers. Again, not based on, I like the split. Congratulations, Gavin. I do want to speak on their behalf real quick. Go ahead. You guys can wait in the middle. Did bring them both up here just so we recognize both of them for Jackson Castro, of course, was able to improve his season average from mid-90s to in the mid to low 80s, which is a great improvement from the beginning of the year to the end. He took on a leadership role where he helped mentor young golfers and also was an extension of the coaches as well, too, to make sure everyone was where they were supposed to be and doing the right thing. Gavin Kane improved his scores from the upper 80s to lower 80s. He also had a round where he shot a career low 3 under par, which was 1 off the school record. And he wants to beat that record for next year as well. He also took on a leadership role by teaching his teammates his great short game and putting skills that he has as well, too. Gavin and Jackson both started their careers as 8th graders on the golf team, and I look forward to seeing their growth and development for the upcoming season. So congratulations, guys.
Before we introduce our final speaker, I would like to let you know that they're going to have the breakout room designations here on the screen shortly after. If you want to stay and take pictures, we've got the backdrop available, so if you want to take a picture with your awards or whatever, it'll be available for you guys to come up and utilize at the end of the final speak.
Thank you.
Our final program to speak tonight is volleyball, led by head coach Heather Bogus.
Good evening. I'm better known as Coach B to everybody, but I'd like to take the angle of gratitude, not only because of the holiday season that's fast approaching, but because it's easy to lose sight of things to be grateful for. I'm thankful for my assistants, AJ and Jill, and volunteer coaches, April and Ayers. I'm also grateful for the AD, athletic AD assistants, the principal, administrators, the EV staff who stayed to collect tickets, run concessions, and announce our games, and the custodial staff. Without all of you, our season couldn't exist. My devotional for today said, gratitude transforms our perspectives on life circumstances by focusing on what we have rather than what's lacking in different desires we might have. This season, we aim to surpass our record of last year, but ultimately finished with a record of 7-13, which ties our program's record for the most wins. As we close out this year, the emotions run a little deeper for me because we're saying goodbye to very special 6 seniors who were part of the very first team I coached here, setting records for most wins both on JV and varsity. Yes, we missed serves, we overpassed balls, spiked into the net with confidence, but also improved every single week. Growth was definitely something we observed throughout the season. Our varsity team led the district with the most blocks, and we watched players step into new roles on both JV and varsity, support each other, and develop skills that elevated the whole team. The ladies worked hard on and off the court to maintain an average above 3.0 as a team. Tying the records for the most wins is not just a statistic, but it's a statement that the Cyclones are on the rise and this program is moving forward with a purpose. Thank you to all the players for giving their all, to the coaches for their guidance and belief, and to the families and supporters who cheered us on throughout the season. Now to honor our 2 special athletes. Stealthy Steeler goes to the player that makes the most strategic plays and allows for continuous play. This player was willing to sacrifice her body and make what seemed impossible possible. This player led the team with 450 digs, 22 aces in this season alone. She kept a smile on her face, positive attitude, and was often a quiet yet powerful speaker when we had team huddles. It's my honor to award this to Ella Soledad. And our MVP award this year goes to a player that I can say grew both on and off the court, but also in life. This athlete is extremely hard on herself and could often get in her own head. This year, I saw a confident player. She had 134 kills this season, gained confidence in her jump serve as the season continued, and despite an injury that caused her to miss 5 games, she led the team in the district with 73 blocks. This player has also made a commitment to the swim team at ODU this upcoming year. It is my honor to award this year's MVP to Olivia Denham.
At this time, we'd like to welcome up all of our Cyclone Award winners for a group photo, and then we'll go to our breakout rooms from there. Wonderful. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. All right. At this time, we're getting ready to break out into our individual rooms. Those room assignments will be on the board here momentarily. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate all that you do. If you want to come take some pictures up here, feel free. Thank you for everything, guys.